Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back. Brand new episode of Threes from the Ring Pod. It's your boy Chris J. Glad to be back. Got the boy Tyler here.
Yo.
Trail staff here. No video, but we all here. We all accounted for. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the Tweeking Media YouTube channel. And make sure you also follow us on all audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Pod, at Tweeking Media. Search us, hit that subscribe, follow, whatever button it is. And follow us on Twitter at 3S from the Ring as well. But let's go ahead, get straight into it. We've been a minute since we last recorded, and we have wrestling things to discuss. Because a lot has happened in wrestling since the last time we recorded. As Tyler walks off somewhere, but we have to discuss the evolution of Cointel Pro Rock as he's back at his Cointel Pro ways again, trying to take over Mania and taking over the Bloodline. We got to discuss that. AEW has done things. AEW has done things that probably won't mean nothing. And we have a pay-per-view this weekend as well, where hope you guys are ready to wake up at 4 a.m. for some wrestling, because I'm not. Because as you guys know, if I ain't watching Japanese niggas wrestle at 4 a.m, 3 a.m, I think I'm gonna watch WWE niggas wrestle at 4 a.m. either. So, with that said, it is what it is. But let's go straight to AEW, surprisingly. We'll talk AEW first. Let's get it out the way. AEW has done some things. For one, they have made some signings, or at least some of their signings are about to be appearing very soon. Will Ospreay should be popping up by AEW Revolution pay-per-view. He's done all his New Japan qualifications, so he's good in regards to that. So he'll be making his debut real soon. It's pretty much all but confirmed that Mercedes Moné will be AEW superstar or wrestler as well real soon. So she will be debuting at a AEW Ramp Dynamite special in her hometown Boston. And it's all but confirmed that Okada is running from the grind and going to AEW as well to pretty much chill over there with his people and see where things go from there. Just be comfortable and collect a check. I ain't mad at it. But yeah, you guys' thoughts on AEW's signings?
Sure. Most on the roster, it's always good, but you know, I don't want to go on my theories. I ain't gonna hold you. Been so correct about just everything, in terms of just like wrestling. I've been really good at it, but there's not enough TV time for y'all niggas straight.
Yeah. No low juice, so since you can take it.
There's not enough TV time for everybody. And let me start by saying this because I don't want to be negative. The signings are great.
Yes.
When you see somebody on that market, you scoop them up. Like when you see Mercedes, I would just say is the one that you scoop up. Now, there's a lot. And this is what the fan base bring on themselves, not necessarily AEW. Talking about like game changers. Then you gotta ask yourself, what's the game that's changing? But like, what's gonna change you from being number one to number two to number one? That's not gonna happen. Like, is you looking at how many views they're gonna get on Wednesday nights in terms of ratings? I wouldn't, as a fan, care about that. So, like, what is the talk other than you just boosting up your really good women's roster? So, and continue to boost it up. Now, in terms of like what I was gonna say, I don't think we will see the ramifications of this, good or bad, until like we start going into next year. There's not enough TV time, no matter how people want to say or what they can do and things of that nature. When WWE had Black and Gold NXT, and they had Cena still there, taking doing part times, Roman on every week and stuff like that, and the Shield and all that type of stuff. They didn't have enough TV time for niggas, bro. There was wrestlers that people loved that just wasn't going to get the TV time because they had X amount of shows, and they still ain't get enough TV time. So like, that's the thing about, I think, that's going to rear its head when it comes to the wrestlers and stuff like that. I think I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I think a lot of people might not renew, flat out just leave AEW. I think a lot of people might, I don't want to say feel disrespected, but when you got Ospreay coming in, you got Okada coming in, you just can't have Okada go against the best friends every week on Collision.
It's going to happen though.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you can't have.
No, I agree.
You wanna put your best foot forward in terms of bringing out the best foot possible, but Tony Khan also don't like kind of blowing the load pause on. He don't like automatically just immediately putting everything right there and now, slow burn type stuff, which he does a good job because he's a matchmaker. So when I want to call him like a story. He's not good at the story process, but when you're a matchmaker and you care about just putting the best matches on TV, then he does a good job at that. But after a while, these people are going to end up going against each other once, 2, 3 times, 4 times, stuff like that, and it will slow down. But I don't think anything bad will come from like immediately signing Sasha. I don't think anything bad will come from like immediately Okada. It's about what happens in the future, what you look at. Because people just going to move to the back of the line. You have to put Sasha in a main role on TV and things of that nature, where she will get significant TV time, where she would get 30, 40-minute matches and stuff like that. Like, you have to do that. You have to put her against your top stars. She has to go over. When Okada comes, Okada will be a little bit more familiar with the AEW fan base. So, him and Will Ospreay will be more familiar with. So, you don't really have to go that hard with them. But for the rest of them, you have to, for such, and then you look at it like, I think Tony Khan is not looking at the signings as build up my roster, but looking at the signings as I'm not letting Hunter get him.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't know why niggas call that nigga Hunter and his name is Paul, but that's the thing. So, and that's gonna smoke you. If you look at every single wrestler that has been signed, it's kind of like, all right, we just gotta outbid WWE. But you got the talent right now that you don't have to do that. So what you gonna do? Make more belts? What you like? That's the thing I'm not understanding. Like, the roster was perfect at one point. Like, you got MJF, you got Brian, like, you got Danielson, you got Mox, you got all these great and amazing wrestlers. Why, like, that you gotta keep signing? Because we still haven't got our Malachi Black singles match.
Nope, we're not.
Never will.
Yeah, that's
at that point. Him and the rest of them niggas waiting for their contracts to expire.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked.
They're gonna get injury time put on their contract just like other people's and stuff like that. But like the thing is, like, if you're gonna do that, you gotta poach talent first. You gotta poach. Like Drew contract is coming up. I will pick Drew, as hot as he is right now, over Okada any day. You know what I mean? Not over Ospreay.
3 a.m. niggas is about to kick your ass for that.
No, I'm just saying Okada's older, I think.
Yeah, he is. And more battered. You gotta remember that Japanese style that New Japan style is different. Like his 38. Yeah. His 38 is like Hulk Hogan's 60.
Yeah, like Drew going on 39. And no, Okada's younger. But Drew just got them crazy genetics.
The genetics, but also Drew has worked the WWE style most of his career, so he's well taken care of.
I do think I do think like I know I said I do think like it's more of a like don't let WWE get this. And in my eyes, you let them get talent, bro. Because that makes people matter. Steph's contract is coming up. My nigga, do you know how much of a win you get if you post Steph? People talk about, Steph is just a what's the word? Company guy and stuff like that. You know how much money you would get if you just poach Steph? Poach Becky's contract is coming up. Like you will take people literally from their show and put it on you'll take people from their show and put it on AEW. And that's what I do. But
you said Seth's contract?
Seth's contract is coming up.
Yeah, he's been vocal like they're still negotiating. But Tyler, moving on, your thoughts on the signings?
I don't got too much to say on it. I think honestly, I never was really under the impression that Okada was really gonna come to the E. I didn't really see how he really fits WWE. Like obviously, they got guys like Shinsuke to come over, and Shinsuke's had a pretty prominent spot on the card for a while too, and he's had some notable spots. But I don't know, it was just kind of weird. That would be like a very weird signing to me. It would be a good move if they could have got him, but it's not something that they should cry over. The fact that they didn't get him.
And they're not.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's like I don't feel a lot of people that they quote unquote miss out on or got poached from the competition or whatever. It's not really it's not hurting them. They're at the hottest they are. They've been in a while right now. So them missing out on somebody doesn't affect them whatsoever. To Trail's point, you gotta just find TV time for a lot of guys. You just have to find the space. You have to find the right situations for storylines for them and just make it work. Especially, you want if you're gonna put the money up for these guys, put them on TV. Explain to the guys in the back, like, hey, some of y'all, you might not be on TV this week because we gotta put what's his face up there. We gotta put the people we really paying. They gotta be up on TV. So,
it was so funny. That nigga Santana from
the Mexican niggas.
Puerto Rican.
Same thing.
Crazy. That nigga went on Twitter and it was like he said something on Twitter and it was like, when we gonna see you to career? He's like, nigga, I don't know. Like, and like part of me is kind of like, dang, mind you, it be like that. Like they got a really stacked roster, so you not gonna see everybody.
And that's how it is in the East sometimes. Like Dolph Ziggler was recently saying, like he was basically on call at a certain point in time. Like, when we need you, we need you. If we don't, stay at home.
And plus, Dolph Ziggler had a crazy contract. I think he so he was fine.
And again, that's just crazy. To me, that's just crazy. But you got these people on your roster, just use them. I think they need to use a lot of the people that they got on their roster more. They got people that you could just throw there, and I think AEW really values that win-loss stuff for wrestlers they don't plan on ever using. Kills me. That, it absolutely kills me. Who the F cares if such and such lose against Daniel freaking Bryan, bro? Who cares? I just want to see Daniel Bryan have a match on TV.
I get where they were trying to come from when they originally implemented that, but it's like with wrestling, it doesn't work. It's not like how it is with other sports.
No, because there's no such thing as stakes in wrestling. Because
really.
You can, if with AEW, literally people in AEW don't lose. They don't take pinfalls that much. So Ricky Starks is not about to take a bunch of pinfalls. So he's gonna go when he do one-on-one matches against Jobber number 4 on Collision. He's going to get an 8-0 win streak. What the fuck does an 8-0 win streak matters in wrestling?
Exactly.
At all.
Yeah, 8 weeks of straight winning. But in basketball, in football, 8-0, you 8-0, nigga. Niggas think you bowl bound.
Yes. Yes.
So, you can't. That's what I mean. You can't. It don't matter. Now, rankings in terms of, momentum, WWE used to do the top 25 thing that people used to love, right?
Yeah, they had that. Even WCW had it in mid early 90s.
Where it originally came from, really.
Now, that's cool, and it's a good way to gauge who's up next.
It's like a spotlight type of thing. It's like you shine a light on guys that are coming up the ranks. Or even you use it storyline wise to be like, hey, this guy, he's been kind of slipping in the ranks. What can he do to get himself back into the fold? Stuff like that. But you're not in AEW. You're not even putting it towards a storyline thing. It was literally somebody that going back to your Ricky Starks point, he could go 8-0 against some jobbers or something like that. But it was somebody, I forget they were talking about. They said something about I think maybe it was Hook. Hook had been winning all the matches or something. It was by that logic, he should be the number 1 contender for the AEW World Championship a long time ago.
And it will never be the case. And people blame because they said Punk is the one who said, "Hey, we should stop doing this."
Yeah.
Much as Punk will be much as Punk will people will say Punk because he's a butthole or some stuff like that. And honestly, yeah, true. But the nigga knows the business. And this is the thing that you can never doubt when it comes to this man. People are glued when they see him. And it's not that many wrestlers got that. When I watch Punk, Naperville, you know me, Naperville Field, freaking, what was my other ones? Naperville Field,
dang, I forgot. It was really Nick Bolingbrook. Bolingbrook.
No,
Bolingbrook.
Phil Bolingbrook. But no, listen. The reason I will watch Raw and just be stuck watching this nigga because it's this nigga really is cold. Something like that. It's not that many people will have that. Something like what The Rock did on Friday.
Which we'll get to.
Captivated people. And that's why Punk was right when he said, yo, we need to do away with this because niggas don't lose. Of course we're gonna beat the best friends and Trent and who was another nigga that get jobbed out there? Willa Yuta. All the niggas who are doing the job, and again, there's nothing wrong with doing the job. That's the goal of wrestling, is putting the person who's going over, making them look good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Understood, Chris. That's pretty much it, bro. Like, I don't know, but since you about to do that, Chris, change the subject because I can't talk about AEW that long.
All right, but moving on, Tyler, I'm gonna let you take the lead. Explain how The Rock has came back and where we've gotten to with the WrestleMania rethought thing. So I'm gonna let you take the lead on that one as I take a moment. All
right, cool. So a couple weeks ago, The Rock came back and so Cody wins the Royal Rumble, right? Cody wins the Royal Rumble. They're making it a point to say that he's the 2023 and 2024 back-to-back Royal Rumble winner, the first person to do it since Stone Cold Steve Austin, puts him in that, that category of guys that have won 2 Royal Rumbles. So, he's in special company with that. So that Friday that he wins, he comes out to that Monday he tells everybody, like, I'm gonna make my decision on Friday. He's alluding to I kind of already know my decision is that he he chops up with Seth. Seth tries to convince him that he needs to be in that that it needs to be him and Seth at Mania or whatever. He tells him, I think about it, and basically like, I already know what I want to do. So come Friday, this is where the confusion starts. That Friday, he comes out and says, hey, I'm choosing you. I'm still trying to end your legacy. I'm trying to take everything from you, but it's not going to be at WrestleMania. Music pops, Rock comes out, and that's where everything starts to get confusing because he basically gave his main event spot to The Rock. So it had us originally thinking like, oh, Cody's going to win. He's going to take the belt from Roman at Perth. He's going to defend it elsewhere on the Mania card, and we're going to get Rock, Roman in a main event situation. Internet fans, I'm gonna say that because I think there's definitely, you can tell the difference between the fans in the arena and the fans in the on the internet. A lot of the internet fans were pissed off about it. That's where the We Want Cody hashtag started coming along, and just to kind of go in between for a second, I think that there was an audible after they knew that Punk was hurt at the Rumble, because my original thought was Punk is winning the Rumble so he could challenge Seth. I thought that was happening, and I thought they were going to have Cody find a different path to to fight Roman at Mania. So I think that was audible number one. I think the whole TKO thing, the new announcement that they made, I think that threw a wrench in the plans too. I think that gave Rock a little bit more leeway to put himself in a position, maybe not necessarily to steal that match, but to put himself somewhere in the fold so him and Roman can finally chop this thing up and start, and get into their storyline. But about a week ago, they had the WrestleMania press conference, which was really good. I feel like that's a way that you do a presser to promote an event. Like, that was really good. So Cody comes out when they have all the champions come out so he can decide so he can officially say, I'm choosing Roman for the main event of WrestleMania. I want the belt. He gets into a little verbiage with The Rock. The Rock tells him, don't talk about my family, and slaps the piss out of him. Big uproar. So now the confusion is a little bit less, because now it's officially being stated that it's going to be Roman, Rock, WrestleMania main event, even though I don't think they've said which night yet.
That's night 2. That's getting me.
But they just specifically didn't say it yet. That's why
It's going to be night 2.
But it makes sense to be night 2. But yeah, so it's still kind of in a confusing spot, because
it ain't no confusion no more. My bad, Tyler. It ain't no confusion no more. Cody main event with Roman.
Yeah, but it's the other stuff around it now. It's like now they're saying that, so what's Seth doing at Mania, or is he gonna be if he
Claymore by
really
Drew.
gets cleared, if he gets really cleared or not? Because some people are saying that he might not really get cleared for real.
He's gonna get Claymore by Drew.
He's going to get Claymored, and then he's going to get what you call it? What's his name? Finisher? Priest finisher?
South of Heaven.
Yeah, South of Heaven. Yeah, he's going to get a nice South of Heaven and Claymore combination.
I think that the plan is going to be Seth Drew. I think Drew takes that belt off of him, but I think not. At that point, just have Damian Priest cash in.
Fail to cash in, please. You done. I hate if he failed to cash in because it kind of makes Damian Priest look stupid this whole entire time. But Drew needs that belt, and when Drew gets the belt, that belt needs to get dropped back to CM Punk at SummerSlam. Then come Survivor Series. We get a nice main event of CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, bro.
Well, I don't think Punk is going to be back by SummerSlam because he said himself it's probably going to be 6 to 8 months.
In wrestling terms, he'll be back by SummerSlam. That's that.
But you got to think about it.
6 to 8 months, Tyler. 6 to 8 months.
Charlotte supposed to be out 9 months. She doing backflips on Twitter, man.
I know, but I'm saying, but you got to think about his personal situation with his health because he just came back from from tearing his other shoulder up over a year ago. And he's 45.
He got smoked in the end of January, right? So,
SummerSlam is always middle.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just saying, considering
SummerSlam was literally month 8. Month 8.
I'm just saying.
That's August, right?
Yeah.
Because Money in the Bank is July. That's August. Yeah, SummerSlam is month 8. He'll be back. And if he don't come back for SummerSlam, like, I don't think Seth. Drew needs to go. So I hate talking like an internet fan. Technically, yeah, one, but Drew needs his moment in front of the crowd.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that.
Drew needs his moment in front of the crowd. Seth, that man about to have a Triple H goddamn record at Mania, bro. One of them nasty joints. But Seth have his title match at Mania. Gotta be main event. I also hate the notion of main event at Mania. Night 1 and night 2 should be. I hate this thing because now it's like whoever don't main event, whoever story the highlights and whatnot don't main event, it's a slap in the face. Like if Bailey and Io don't main event, it's a slap in the face to them. And then if Seth and Drew don't main event, it's a slap in the face to Seth and Drew. I hate it with a passion.
It's stupid.
It's really stupid.
But
I hope Io and them do it. But I say all that to say, like, I think this Mania really changed some things. Mania is always a fresh start. We just gotta kind of see what goes around if they do the tag match night 1. Because if they do the tag match night 1, then The Rock definitely made them event night 1. So
that's what I was saying. That's what if they talking about a tag match, I think that's gonna be that's gonna be a main event.
Yeah. Listen. You know how cold this would be if now I'm being booked here. They crank a Daniel Bryan and they say, listen, it's gonna be you and Seth versus Rock and Roman at Mania. They don't clear Seth, so it's a handicap match before Roman's. Because they remember Daniel Bryan got his ass beat by Batista and Randy.
Destroyed that man. Violated that man.
No, it was Triple H who beat his ass.
Yeah, Triple H beat him in the opening match.
But he ended up having to go against Batista and Randy. So like it's becoming mad. But if they do that,
the handicap does make more sense than it being a triple threat. Because some people was like, "Why didn't you just make it a triple threat?"
Triple threat makes absolutely one. The fuck is Rock gonna do in a triple threat match? Like, again, that nigga huffs and puffs when it comes to doing the people's elbow. Like,
it don't make sense because, especially the way that they built it now, it don't make sense for it to be a triple threat because The Rock and Roman are on the same side at this point.
Like unless Rock is the one that costs Roman the championship at Mania.
I think Rock screws him.
No, Rock definitely screws him, intentionally or non-intentionally. Rock screws him.
Because I think that Cody and Seth are gonna win. They would win that first match, and then that causes Rock to be like,
no.
I think Cody and Seth wins. And I think Cody pins Roman, and it's like, is he gonna be able to do it?
I think to me, you want to sell the doubt. You want to sell doubt to the fans overnight. G.
The doubt is Roman. The doubt is already there, my nigga. Roman is creeping up on Hulk Hogan. The doubt is already there. You got Roman fans saying, "I can't wait till they beat this nigga. He get beat clean." Till Roman fans saying they can't wait till Cody get beat clean.
Because what I think two scenarios could happen. I think the doubt could be set in by them beating them night one, or you have, unless they implement it early on, I think something gets implemented in early on where both GMs are like, if anybody in the bloodline interferes in this match, you getting stripped or you out of here. So that puts more pressure on Roman, because now he's not going to have no backup going into that main event.
If you do that, then Roman comes out clean. Like, I think, because like booking has this stupid like, not law, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it gets predictable when you do certain things.
Yeah, like I definitely get what you're saying, but the reason I brought it up is because I think they're going to continuously keep attacking Cody in the build-up, because Jimmy and Solo attacked him last night and screwed him out of that match with Drew. So I think that, and Adam Pearce was like, "I'm fine at both of you niggas. You wasn't even allowed on my show tonight." So I think if it keeps continuing, I think they're gonna be like, "Hey, we gotta find a way to keep them out of this main event."
Yeah, we'll see. But before we do move on, I do want to discuss: is The Rock going to COINTELPRO the Bloodline? And I don't think I ever had this discussion with Daytrail before about how The Rock is COINTELPRO.
I don't think you told. What does that mean anyway?
COINTELPRO is Daytrail knows what COINTELPRO is, but it's what made the fall of the Black Panthers.
Oh, a nigga from within.
Yeah. So The Rock destroyed the Nation of Domination. You saw the clip, Tyler. That reminded you. So The Rock comes back, joins the Bloodline. For one, he looks out of the box like we saw it on Friday. Nigga had a sleeveless Versace shirt, which I get. You're trying to restore the feeling and give best of Versace Rock and Hollywood Rock, but he looked out of place as hell. Bloodline is just Samoan niggas in sweats, and we just beat your ass. But The Rock looking out of place as hell. Like, he could have came in some Under Armour and been cool, but who cares? Anyway, does The Rock COINTELPRO the Bloodline? Because you gotta remember, when he joined the Nation, things slowly changed. I think they let a white boy in. I think they let Owen Hart in. Then they proceeded, and then all the members just changed. The Godfather became, what was his name? I forgot his original name, but Buddy Ass became the Godfather. He became a pimp. D-Lo, I think, just became overly cocky and just started not fucking with him like that.
Yeah.
And then Mark Henry became horny.
What happened to Ron?
Ron got kicked out.
Ron got jumped.
The Rock made them turn on Ron Simmons. So The Rock was the leader. Because when he joined, Ron Simmons made The Rock join, but they were clashing. So it was just like, hey, look, I'm gonna take over. But when The Rock took over, things changed.
Yeah.
So how long until Solo start getting hoes? How long till Jimmy just become horny? Like,
I think Rock caused the implosion of the Bloodline. I like that.
Yeah, Rock is gonna tell Solo to thumb that nigga, and it's gonna be hilarious, bro.
Like, because The Rock's name is what they're going off of with his inclusion of the bloodline. It's like The Rock, he's like the chief cornerstone. Not Paul, but he ain't Jesus, so I don't like saying that. But they're saying he's like
chief.
He's the high chief. So, oh my, no! I'm sorry, I was playing Helldivers.
That's tough.
Hey, lucky you, because they not letting me in. They keep talking about the servers at capacity.
Off the game and ain't letting you in?
I played it for like 2 days, and then they talking about the servers at capacity, bro.
Gee, that game is the most fun. Literally, that's the most stream popping game right now, G.
So, shout out to them. They said they broke a Grand Theft Auto record today.
And that's why the servers ain't shit.
I died the worst way possible, bro.
Hey, bro, the way you die in that game be so fucking crazy.
Man's got sworn.
Worst way possible. No, nigga. Sorry, viewers who don't care about this game. I was getting chased by this thing called a charger, and when it hits you, you fly in the air. And I flew into a hole I threw a grenade in. So as soon as I threw the grenade in that hole, I flew in there and I blew up. I'll just put it in the PlayStation chat if y'all want to see it. But yeah,
this nigga died like he a part of the Suicide Squad, bro.
Yo,
I'm telling you, bro. That was the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life, bro.
That's hilarious.
Hey man, shout out to that's restorative feeling for real. That's real multiplayer game right there.
Yes, that's quality Battlefront 2 type vibes.
It is. It's a real multiplayer game. It's just a game. Not easy. It's funny. You die funny ways. You do funny things to die. But like, it's just not. It's unforgiving. Like, it's not my fault. I'll try to throw the grenade in I get flicked in the head and I'll fall inside that fucking bug tunnel and I'll blow up right with the fucking bugs, bro. But
yo, that's crazy.
But yeah, with The Rock, like I think The Rock and Roman is next year's Mania. Whether it main events, who knows? For this next year Mania, it's hard to not have title matches or the leader, the man who won the Royal Rumble, not main event. Roman's not holding that belt for another year. I personally will stop watching wrestling, become an AEW, or start watching the E and become an AEW diehard. Like, keeping Roman with that belt would literally piss me off. And then he ain't dropping it to freaking Rock, so
there's no point in that.
The man's never there, so just.
And then my thing about him, people be like, "Oh, he should pass Hogan." It's like everything that he's done up until this point is worth more than what Hogan did with his
worth more than a record. A record is just a number for a time. Vince can think of some shit.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And then that was in a time when people didn't care. Like, people wanted to see Hogan win all the time.
Who's even thinking about Hogan at this point?
Not really.
Folks lucky he back in the goddamn fold. Like, niggas forget.
He was shadow banned for a little minute too.
Still, literally, low key is. So, but either way, strongly believe at this point, we're just at the road of Cody's gonna get beat the hell up a lot, just to sell us more on doubt. It's just see where the road goes. But let's go ahead and move on to Elimination Chamber. Once again, the Elimination Chamber is this Saturday, very, very early in the morning for us in the United States. But some of you people who watch New Japan and Stardom early in the morning, you guys can just open Peacock. You'll be perfectly fine. But either way, Elimination Chamber is this Saturday at Perth, Australia. Pretty decent card. So we're going to go ahead and get this preview out the way. As of right now, it's only 4 confirmed matches, which, once again, shout out to Triple H. He ain't overstuffing these cards with filler matches. I give him a lot of respect for that. Like,
and I think certain people can't travel.
That too, because I think that's why Gunther defended against Jay this past Monday, because I think Gunther has these are issues and a few other people as well. But let's go ahead and start with the tag team. Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus the New Catch Republic of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Is this finally the moment when Finn Balor and Damian Priest finally lose these belts?
Nope.
Bro, I pray it is, but it's not.
It's not. I think it'd be a solid match, but this not where they drop them at. I kind of got a feeling like they may.
Nigga, if they drop them belts to Awesome Truth, my 13th reason why, bro. Not gonna hold you. It's my 13th reason why, bro. Nigga, who is trying to watch Awesome Truth Monday nights, bro? Our Truth is amazing. The Miz is amazing. That tag team is cool. I'm alright, bro. I'm alright, man. Just respectfully, I'm just gonna say I'm alright. It's like, no shade to any of those great people, but respectfully, I'm okay.
I think they should just do a multi-man match at Mania, put all the tag teams that's vying for a spot in that match.
I think our Truth is the reason. I think our Truth will be the reason the bloodline. The whatchamacallit breaks up.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the one to end up costing them the belts. That was my thing. Especially if they do a multi-man match, imagine him coming, he run down the ramp, come down in the match, still think he a part of they group. They like, what are you doing? He's gonna do something wacky to get in the way.
Yeah, he do wacko stuff. I just hate the fact that that man is oh my god, it's a bile type. I just hate the fact that man is like comedy relief, comedic relief. There we go. But it happens.
Yeah. Well, if Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate don't win, it's going to be Awesome Truth. It's just the way it's being built.
Dunne and Tyler Bate will be a perfect tag team to reset that division, bro.
Yes. Now, if you split the belts, if you want to split the belts that night, you can do that. Like they just say, okay, they win, but then we're going to split the belts from here.
You can just man, I will text Triple H right now and say, hey, bro, tell them it's only for the SmackDown titles.
Yeah.
Right.
Because honestly, there was a point though where the Usos were doing that. They were like, hey, we fighting for the Raw belts. Hey, we fighting for the SmackDown belts. You can do that. Nobody's going to complain. Nobody won't complain. So, but either way, it is.
They got to split them belts up.
It's way past time.
They got some bomb teams too. That's the thing. They can have a really good tag division if they split the belts up, bro.
Yeah, it's both divisions are on both brands are perfectly well right now.
Yeah,
like you got a lot of filler teams. You can throw Alpha Academy in there. You got both of the Latino factions. You got the Hurt Business. You got
Aryan Nation.
And then Yakum and Sock'em and them. So you got them. You got
I think they're about to call up the Italian dudes from NXT. You could throw them in.
Oh yeah.
You said what?
Please don't call the Italian dudes from NXT.
They're about to be called up, bro.
I think them niggas a little garbage.
No, they are garbage in the ring, yes, but they're about to get called up.
Yeah, they finna bring some bada bing and some bada boom to Monday Night Raw.
But it is what it is. You just gotta accept reality when it comes to that. Either way, it's way past time. But I just don't know if it's gonna be this Saturday. I don't know. Like if there was going to be a title change, this would be the ideal one.
It's the only title match that's to get defended.
Well, yeah. Well, Rhea's defending her belt. I mean, if you was to do a title change before Mania, this would be the ideal one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you can just go ahead and have a split the belts thing, and you can do a tag tournament for Raw at least, and Judgment Day, and Awesome Truth fight for the belt. And maybe I'm telling you, it's a collision course. But yeah, even though people will be mad if DIY is not at Mania, but that's a different segment of the internet fan base. But let's move on. The women's Elimination Chamber match, which features a returning Raquel Rodriguez, a returning Naomi, a debuting Tiffany Stratton, a returning Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is Becky Lynch's to lose at this point, because that's what it's looking like. True.
I think this it also sets up some other Mania matches possibly. Like a possible, I could kind of see us getting Bianca versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania.
Ain't gonna happen, Bucko.
But yeah, it's pretty much Becky's match to win or to lose, like you said. I don't see anybody else.
Yeah, I want to know who's gonna eat what games. That's it. Other than that, I think this match and stuff will be really good. A lot of people don't like that the card is so small. It's a really small card.
The small cards have been actually pretty good the last couple months, though. Like they've been doing a really good job presenting like 4 or 5 match cards.
I agree. I think this should be cool. I think it should be a nice pay-per-view. Becky, like my thing is, if Becky loses, then that means you going to Bianca. And then I know Bianca has a streak at Mania. But like, I'm okay with not seeing the Bianca versus Rhea stuff right now. Right?
Not yet.
Yeah, I think it's still a good story that you can tell without it being a built-in plot where she wins the chamber to get to Rhea. I think there's more of a story there. They got more history together where you can build a story off of that.
I think it's time for Becky to have another reign. Her last reign, got cut short to who? Her last reign
last time she lost it to Bianca at Mania.
So
unless you're talking about her NXT run.
No, I was thinking about her.
No, yeah, she lost to Bianca.
She had to give it to Asuka a little time ago.
Yeah, that was
pandemic.
Yeah, that was pandemic era. So. But yeah, so let's see. Like it's definitely Becky. Becky is due. It'll be good, and then see where things go. Next, because I think this is not main eventing, but the men's Elimination Chamber match to fight a crippled Seth. We have Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, Randy No Bumps Orton, and Drew McIntyre.
So I think if this is Drew McIntyre's match to lose again, I don't think it was always going to be this way. This had CM Punk winning the chamber with a hard road to WrestleMania written all over it.
Yep.
I definitely think this is Drew. Drew took, I don't know what made Drew become the character that he is today, but I need every wrestler who is frustrated with the way things are going to take some points out of Drew's book. I literally, it is insane how his character turned from being just I'm Drew McIntyre and I'll play more niggas. Even before that, this tall nigga dressed in all black. And now he's like a legit character who points out the obvious, but is the #1 hater of all time. Like that is such good TV for him. Like, in the crowd is treating him like a heel because he's doing heelish things without relying on, you know, cheap heel stuff, like, you know, calling people stupid and stuff like that or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
like, he's still him, but he's not putting up with the BS no more.
You can tell the faith that they have in Drew. And then even with the Drew stuff, you building other people up within that. You building Sammy up to eventually, you know, get a title, a world championship, like legit. Building Jay up to be a competent superstar, but I hope Mania ends main event Jey Uso. I really do. Not a hater.
I know what you're saying though. I think he needs another.
Like,
I think he needs another direction.
They some super kick merchants, bro. I'm okay. I need them two to be super kick merchants together. But like, I just think Drew just is amazing. Pause. But I do want to say that Logan Paul will be the standout for this Elimination Chamber, though. He's gonna do some stuff. This man, I don't know if his father is low key some wannabe wrestler, and he prayed that his son will become a wrestler when he gets older, like he sold his soul to the devil or something. But his son, as horrible of a person that he is sometimes, is really putting in some great character work. I just wish he was there more often. But like, even him wrestling the Miz on
SmackDown,
a random SmackDown. Well, not a random SmackDown, but it's technically the go home show. That's the next Friday SmackDown gonna be taped. But you fighting the Miz on that random old SmackDown, and niggas locked in. I don't know. Like, I didn't think Logan Paul was gonna be this good. Like, I know people.
I just really think he's really out to prove himself.
I agree on that. I do think he's out to prove himself as well. I think he's I think he takes it seriously, and not just him chasing a bag from WWE. He not only liked the bag, but he wanted to be a wrestler too. Like, Vince said that nigga is a wrestler. I hate bringing up Vince, but Vince said that nigga is a wrestler. And ever since he said, Vince told him that, like, hey, this is what you're supposed to be, that dude then took it to another level. Like, I guess they got him watching Hangman Page matches, because that nigga steal all his moves, bro.
He do some of them better than him.
Ain't no more that far, but you know, see, Hangman Page wrestling corny nigga right now, so I'm a Hangman Page fan. You wrestling corny, folks. Yeah, I'm a fan.
That's unfortunate.
Outside of what I know what you guys mean by that, but outside of that, was there something else that he recently said that made y'all bring it up again?
What?
About him being corny?
No, it's just corny, man.
He's just corny.
No, I thought
he wore a Boondocks jersey. He just corny.
Exactly, like my nigga. And then other things, you just a cornball brother. This is what it is. Like, see,
cornball brothers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just corny.
Yeah. So, like, it is what it is. Like, shoot, it's just cornball brothers. They get opportunities. Look at Russell Wilson.
Chill out, bro. Russell Wilson not a cornball. He's just it's another name for niggas like him. You like a PK. I'm calling him a corn dog.
Call that man a preacher's kid, G. Look, G.
That's how I see him. I see him like a PK.
I don't know if y'all been
raising another man's son, but like, what the fuck else is he supposed to do? Treat that little nigga like he don't exist.
Look, he's an excellent man, G. Like, pause. Like, he is an excellent example of black men. I respect Russell Wilson. Just, to me, he gives cornball brother vibes, see? And like, in a cool sense, because at least well, even though I will say what the Broncos did to that man is insane, but that's a different subject. But still, I can tell you a good man, G. Like he's a good man of God. He literally had Sierra abstain. Look, she made promise. He stayed firm. Respect. Just my brother vibes. Now, if you want to say youth director, I would say he gives more youth director vibe.
PJ.
I don't know. Man.
I'm a youth director. I don't act like that, nigga.
Okay, let me put it this way: big church youth director vibes.
Somewhere along that line, but
yeah, somewhere along, like the overly like, I am for the youth. We fight for the youth. Like, who's that one dude? Actually, be watching his videos all the time. I'm like, gee.
Dude, bring props on the stage.
Yes.
They kind of look like Kale. From Keenan.
Yes.
So that's how it kind of look like Keenan and Kale. I thought that's all. I like Kale. Preacher something else. Then God use him. That nigga had some white stuff on his face before. I was like,
Whoa.
calm down, brother.
Whoa. Okay, that went. But
he had a computer in front of him with some white stuff on his face and things like that. He was talking about porn anyway. So I'm like, brother, just say it's bad, brother.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. But Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. More than likely, this main events. Rhea is home.
Yeah, this is definitely main event.
Yeah, so Rhea Ripley wins. We move forward. Yeah, Rhea wins. I think this low key might be a very underrated match, though.
Yeah, I think this
and we found out why Bobby Lashley get cheered more than any other person on the roster so far. And we have yet to figure this out yet. I think it's a lot of white women thinking about their fantasies when they see this nigga, bro.
Man, ever since he did that Pornhub storyline with Lana,
he fits the look, man. He fits the bill of the shit.
Let's just say he is exactly what it is, bro. He is the white women's fantasy. A strong black.
He fits the bill. Let's put it that way. He fits the description of what white women want when they see black men.
He fits the description of what Mr. McMahon said in them texts.
All right, bro. Yeah. All right, that's it for us. We appreciate you guys for listening and watching us. Stay tuned for the NBA portion as well. For this, if you're listening, if you're watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Tweeking Media. Be on the lookout for the basketball portion into NBA, because we're going to be discussing people overreactions over All-Star Weekend again, and other things as well as the NBA season comes to a close as we enter the road to the playoffs. But appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow the Twitter page at 3S from the Ring. We greatly appreciate it. Peace.